Hello, hello, welcome pen friends. It's another fountain pen video today, and this all started talking about 5 fountain pens under $4 each because I'm putting myself on a pen allowance this year. I'm doing that because I'm trying to balance several different hobbies and interests, and so I just want to kind of I wouldn't call it restrict myself, but have a spending plan for my pens. And I got to thinking about how much I enjoy these 5 pens on a daily basis, and not one of them costs more than $4. In fact, the only one close to the $4 is the top one there, the Petite one. So I thought I'd just share and talk about each one of these because they're all worthy, I think, of your consideration, depending on what you like. The first one is the Pilot Petit one, and I've talked about this one before on other videos, but it is just my favorite of my bang around pens to take notes with all day long. And right now, of course, I've got Noodler's Heart of Darkness in it, and that's what I plan to use, in it. And I keep refilling this cartridge, and it's all fine. Someday I'll probably eyedropper it, but the cartridge is still good, and it came with it. So, but this pen was $3.80 on Jet Pens, and I did notice that on eBay, if you're willing, you can get it for $3.59, and you can wait for the slower shipping. But I was ordering from Jet Pens when I got mine, and I've used this pen for over a year, and just constantly, just constantly, and I really love it. It's smooth. I don't mind at all the fact that it's small, because I have kind of small hands. I never had to do anything to that nib. Nothing. And that's rare for me. I almost always smooth the nibs. But this pen, I highly recommend it. And it's one of my favorites. Okay. And then next on this list is the Wing Sung 3008. And it is a piston fill. Built-in piston filler. This one has a fine nib, and I've got it loaded up with the Monteverde Amethyst, and I'll show some writing samples here at the end. I love this pen. I did some nib smoothing. This is a new micro mesh, but I did some nib smoothing on this one, but that was fine with me. It didn't take much, and it's right where I want it right now. And so I just love it, and you can probably tell I like clear demonstrators. So that's something that I guess I'm lucky, because all these pens are available in the clear demonstrators. And I like it when they have a little color to them too, but I still like that demonstrator feature. And this one just, it amazes me really, because my most expensive fountain pen is my TWSBI AL, Diamond 580 AL. And when I put these side by side, they really do kind of look similar, but I can see the nib real clearly. And on that other one, I don't have it out right now. I could pull it out, but I'm not really talking about those expensive pens right now. They've kind of done, the TWSBI's done a kind of a darker shading at this point, and I don't like that, but it's okay. It doesn't, that's an awesome pen there, but it was also a lot more expensive than this pen. So that's just something that I've been thinking about as I've been thinking about spending less. I've been thinking about, comparing some of these pens. Truly, cost doesn't always dictate everything, So the next one here is the Wing Sung 3003. And this one is another clear demonstrator, but it is a cartridge converter inside. I'm running out of ink there, but no problem, because I've got Monteverde Purple Rain, and I'd gotten a free bottle of that. This has an extra fine nib on it, but I still like this a lot because I use it on my cheap paper, and I'll show you a sample when we get toward the end. I really love the little bit of color that it does have in the cap and in the end. And I did a little nib smoothing on this one. It didn't take much, but it's right where I like it now. So just really simple, and I don't mind the smaller ink capacity really, because I'm forever changing ink colors, especially with the purple. I've been trying out 12 different purple ink samples, so That's pretty neat. I'm probably going to forget a lot of things. I hope not. But okay, the next one on my list is the Jinhao 992. And this one took a little bit more nib smoothing, but ooh, once I got it where I like it, it's just awesome. And this is another cartridge converter fill pen. Oh, I'm forgetting to give the prices, the amount they... Oh, that's awful. Okay, back. let's back up. The Wing Sung 3008 I got for about $2.50 on eBay, including shipping. I had to wait a while for it, but that's okay with me. I don't mind that at all. And then the 3003, it was $1.94 on eBay. And again, I waited for a little while, a couple weeks. It wasn't too bad. And then, okay, back to the Jinhao 992. This was $1.50 on eBay with a fine nib and the cartridge converter there. And I did quite a bit of nib smoothing, but I really loved it once I got it where I wanted it. And yeah, this is a neat pen. I really love it. It's real smooth, and it's pretty and nice weight and everything. So. And then the next one on the list here is the Jinhao 599. And this is the only one that I'm showing today that isn't clear because I've had this inked up for quite some time. Used it all the way through fall, all the way through Halloween, and I refilled it a couple times. It's almost out now. But this is also available in, oh goodness, in the completely clear that I like so much. So this is a new one. I haven't done anything to it yet. Or run ink through it, but you see it's the same. And but I like this translucent orange. I just really love the diamine pumpkin in this. So wow, I keep forgetting. Okay, and this you can get for between $1 and $1.50 on eBay if you're willing to wait for the shipping. I believe that this one I actually got in a set of 8 on Amazon, and it figured out real inexpensive, and I got it right away. That's how I got this one, because I'm still preparing and saving things for the pen club that I'm going to be running, and I wanted to have a lot of extras of these because this is so neat how you can use the little, they come with the cartridge converter, or you can use the standard international cartridges, so you can help a newcomer real easily with these. So, and you know, I was a newcomer, am a newcomer, but was a complete newcomer just a year ago. So probably forgotten a lot of things, but I think I'm going to pick up some of this when I show you the writing samples. I wrote both on, this is on the Rhodia dot pad, so that you could see, and I did write down what ink I have in each one. So like I said, Noodler's Heart of Darkness in the little petite one, and then Monteverde Amethyst in the Wing Sung 3008. And then I made a mistake. I was just sort of monkey copying there. It's actually Monteverde Purple Rain in the 3003 with the extra fine nib. And I didn't really think I was going to enjoy the extra fine or even the fine nibs at first, but I really like them now for note taking. They don't bleed through, so that's kind of fun. And then I had the Diamine Hope Pink in the 992. And the Diamine Pumpkin in the 599. So, but let me show you the sample that's written on. This is just a cheap notebook. I get these notebooks at Walmart, and I take notes on the books I'm reading. And I really love all of these 5 pens for writing on this kind of cheap paper. And the only one that bleeds through, let me just show you, is the Pilot Petit one. Shadows quite a bit. I don't mind it, and then, you know, there are a few spots where you could definitely say it bleeds through, but I don't mind it. This is just note-taking. For I am in a book club where I take lots of notes, and I do a live streaming, you know, with the book club. So I just love the crispness, and that's usually the pen I grab, and usually another one for changing colors. But so none of these bleed through this cheap paper, so that's what I love about it. I just take notes all the time. So, probably 50 things I'm forgetting to say. This is the only one of these 5 that I did not have to do any nib smoothing on. Never even considered having to. I just didn't need it, that's all. So that's a consideration. let's see. I wrote down a note that said to say what I like and what I don't like. I don't usually think a whole lot about what I don't like. I guess I'm not picky, but but I haven't. I'm kind of light on things. I'm not real rough on things. I'm working a lot at home, not really carrying things too many different places. Maybe that's why I haven't had cracking or breaking, or it's it's just pretty slow paced. So I can't really. I was having a hard time coming up with things I didn't like about the pens. Now, I don't know how I'll get along with cleaning this and maintenance long term, being that this is different. It's so easy for me to clean the cartridges and cartridge converters, and this will be a little different. I'll have to pay attention, and it'll be a different process. But I'm planning on running that same color ink in that one. I mean, and think about it, you can do that if you've paid $2 for a pen. I'm going to want my TWSBI to be quite a bit more versatile, probably, just because I paid more, I guess. And so that's another thing. Like, I may be different and a little weird, but I'm really, I don't worry at all about any of these pens, because they weren't expensive. And maybe that's another comfort level, like, we're all different, but maybe that's part of it. So this is the micromesh one that I haven't used yet, the 12,000 grit, micromesh from Goulet Pens, and that's all it takes to do the smoothing. And I learned by watching videos by Matt Armstrong and at the Pen Habit, I think that's his name. I hope I'm not mangling names. And Troy LaPlante. They both had really cool videos on nib smoothing, and I found it very easy to pick it up. So I think next I wanted to read a little bit about the quartz crystal, since we're talking about clear demonstrator pens. And see, this one is the exact look-alike of that one. So I've got my crystal Bible by Judy Hall, and I've got it marked to the quartz crystal. Okay, and it's such an interesting one. It says here, quartz is the most powerful healing and energy amplifier on the planet because of its unique spiral crystalline form. Found worldwide, it absorbs, stores, releases, and regulates energy and is excellent for unblocking it. It's just, there's so much good about the crystal. I just love the clear quartz crystals. At the spiritual level, this crystal raises energy to the highest possible level. Containing every color possible, clear quartz works on all levels of being. I think it's highly worth your time, if you're into rocks and crystals at all, to definitely invest in some quartz crystals. I have them throughout the house wherever I can put them, and I love them. So, and then I just had one more thing, because I was going to do a video on my top 5 inks for this year. And then I realized, I did a video all about the inks that I had in bottle form. And, I thought, I don't want to be too redundant, but I do want to just mention it just because it's fun. I watched Jigs take his video on his top 5 inks, but I couldn't keep it to 5. I had to do my black ink plus 5. So of course, I've talked about Noodler's Heart of Darkness. I just love this ink. I understand that it's a bulletproof ink and not a completely like document ink. So I'm going to be looking into I'm going to try out some document ink just for this year, for 2018, to see. But I'm going to continue using this forever. It's a big bottle and it's wonderful ink. So that's my black ink that I'm just crazy about. And then these aren't really in any particular order, because these are just my 5 favorite inks from this year. And this is my first year back in fountain pens. So first of all is Noodler's Navajo Turquoise. I just love the shade. I love it. It makes me happy when I write with this. It's so bold and bright. And I've still got it in my little Kaweco Sport. And I keep refilling and cleaning the pen, but refilling, and I love it. And then next is Diamine Pumpkin. And I've been using that for a long time in this pen, and I just love it. I love this shade. It's just perfect. I don't think I'll ever have to look for another orange. This is it for me. So there's that one. And then next, this is kind of a recent ink for me, Robert Oster Lake of Fire. I am writing with this in my best journal every day. I just love it. And I've got it in my TWSBI Eco. And I just love how it shades. I love the actual shade of it. And I'm learning that I really like blue. So that's that one. And then, oh, Noodler's Black Swan and Australian Roses. This is a highly shading ink. It's just gorgeous. I love it. I just can't say enough good about it. I love this ink. And right now I have that in my Lamy Vista. And I have a bold nib in that pen right now too. It's really showing it off for letters. And then this kind of surprises me. But what it is I'll see all the purples, all the samples and the little swatches, and I really go for the darker ones. But when I write with the pen, when I actually write in a journal or write a letter, I'm not happy with those darker ones because they look black, or they in a certain shade or light, they just look black. But this has been a purple that I really love it. And it was, I think when I got the pen that I did, if I'm not mistaken, it was when I got the one for the giveaway that Goulet Pens was offering, buy the Monteverde pen and get the ink bottle free. So I got the big bottle of this by purchasing that other pen for $15. So it was like a steal, you know, as far as I'm concerned. And I'm going to be using this. And you can see there's some shading, and I'm using it in too thin of a, I think that's the extra, that was written with that pen right there with the extra fine nib. So it'll be amazing when I start using it with a, I have a 1.5 Goulet nib, and I have some calligraphy nibs too that I can't wait to use it in. But anyway, I thought I'll just tack this at the end because I'm not really wanting to do too much of a, you know, repeat of what I did before about inks. So that's it, I think, for today. I hope this was helpful for somebody. If you're looking for some affordable, fun, and good fountain pens, these are really cool, especially if you like demonstrators. But these are available in solid colors too. I'm not sure about these. Definitely, I've seen these in different colors too, and these are available in solid colors. I'm wild about the demonstrators, so I guess that's it for now. Hopefully I haven't forgotten too many things. Usually as soon as I stop the video, I'll remember, oh, I was going to talk about that, and I was going to talk about that. So, I will see you next video, and thank you very much for watching. Bye now.